Well, guys, we got some news about Starbucks. Just found out about this morning, but this news actually came out at the end of last week. Now, as you guys know, Starbucks employees are unionized. And eventually, guys, this had to catch up with Starbucks. Because now, folks, there's something like, I don't know the exact number of locations that are actually closing. Something like 400 locations, over 1,000 employees at Starbucks just lost their jobs. Yeah, they found out. Now we know, man, that the reason why Starbucks even has a union is because the woke employees demanded it. And these Starbucks employees, guess what? They're not happy with their pay. But here's another problem, guys. The Starbucks coffee, overpriced. It's expensive. And guess what? These Starbucks locations, guess what? Revenue's down. Yeah, revenue's down. People are not going to Starbucks. I mean, these left-wing employees need to understand, man, it's basic economics. They believe that, I guess, money grows on trees. There has to be profits to actually pay you more. And guess what? If you wanted more money, guess what? The prices of the coffee has to go up. But I guess these employees don't care. Because now we got a whole bunch of Starbucks employees, guys, that are finding out. Now, from what I actually understand, Starbucks is actually paying the employees still that got fired for another couple of months. So that's not a bad deal. They get an opportunity to actually go out there and find another job. The thing is, man, Starbucks is fast food, really. And these people think they should be owning a home by a Starbucks salary. Now, I don't know exactly how much all these employees are actually making. I guess it depends. Some places it's like $17. Maybe it's $20 in some places. But still, man, how much profit do you actually think a Starbucks location actually makes? Especially when you got to pay employees more because of the union. But the employees are still not satisfied. So locations, they got to go away. Now, it's like 1% of the locations that Starbucks actually has is going away. And we got a video clip, guys, of these Starbucks employees demanding more money. Let's get into it, guys. Here we go. Right over here. Starbucks begins closing Houston, Texas locations amid mass layoffs. Now, this is just the Chronicle here, but they actually do detail that like 1,000 employees nationwide are now getting laid off. They're done. They're done. Now, I don't know the exact number in the Houston area, but look here. It says Starbucks CEO Brian Nicole made the sobering announcement Thursday, citing the need to build a, quote, better, stronger, and more resilient Starbucks. According to the statement, the number of company-owned locations in the United States, or North America, I should actually say, will drop by 1% in the 2025 fiscal year. Quote, we will end the fiscal year with nearly 18,300 total Starbucks locations, company operated and licensed across the U.S. and Canada. In fiscal year 2026, we'll grow the number of coffee houses we operate as we continue to invest in our business. A Starbucks representative told Quran that the company app will be updated by Sunday with operating hours and location closures. But folks online, specifically Reddit, were already talking about their coffee houses closing down. KGW TV in Portland worked out that the locations that are likely to be closed are listed in the Starbucks app, with hours closed from Sunday through the rest of the week. Yeah. Have you guys actually seen the prices of Starbucks? We're talking about really expensive, man. Like, I guess if you want like a vanilla latte or something like that, like $7, $8. Really expensive, man. Really, really expensive. The mass layoffs and closures coincide with a significant restructuring for Starbucks. Nicole is spearheading the charge for the coffeehouse chain to return to its third place roots after it pivoted too hard to mobile orders and pickups. In fact, some of those pickup only locations are being converted back or closed outright. Workers United, which represents 12,000 union baristas, slammed Nicole and Starbucks announcement. Quote, Starbucks is talking a big game about cost cutting, but at the same time paid Brian Nicole $98 million last year and spent over $80 million on a glitzy managers only conference in Las Vegas this June. So right over here, man. Right over here. And you're going to watch this clip right here. And I believe this is actually, it says Michigan baristas are unionizing. But in this clip, you're going to hear one of the employees talking about, hey, we don't get paid enough. Watch this.
Starbucks does not pay us enough. They do not give us enough labor. They do not give us the resources that we need to be successful in our shifts for the unreasonable, constantly changing standards that they have.
Why is it important for your store and so many others to join the union campaign?
To show corporate that we're not afraid of them and we're not going to be stepped on anymore. And we are sick of having to live paycheck to paycheck when we want more labor, we want more money. We need to survive in this constantly more expensive world. And Starbucks should advocate for its workers. Starbucks.
Okay. They said we don't want to live paycheck to paycheck. How much is enough? I mean, this is Starbucks, man. The profit margins have to be small. Has to be small. And they're already probably paying you more because you already unionized and you want more money. They're talking about we don't want to live paycheck to paycheck. I get that. I get that. You don't want to live paycheck to paycheck. But let's be realistic, man. Like I said, there needs to be profits to actually pay you more. Okay? I mean, it doesn't take much skill to actually make a coffee or to make a sandwich. It doesn't take much skill. That's why you actually paid the way you paid, and you probably actually paid too much. Because if not, I mean, stores are underperforming. How much do you want? And I'm willing to bet, man, these people probably want $25, $30 an hour to make coffee. Here's another one right here, guys. Look at this. Starbucks workers on Tuesday protested outside their flagship Reserve Roastery Seattle location that was there almost 11 years. The workers demanded contracts. By Thursday, windows were boarded up and the store was closed for good. Starbucks has the power. Let's watch this. Here we go.
Starbucks! No contracts!
No coffee!
Contracts.
No
Starbucks!
No contracts!
No coffee!
No workers!
No Starbucks!
No contracts!
No coffee!
No workers!
No Starbucks!
Who's got the power?
We got the power!
What kind of power?
Union power!
Who's got the power?
We got the power!
What kind of power?
Union power!
Who's got the power?
We got the power!
What kind of power?
Union power!
The workers united will never be divided.
The workers united will never be divided.
The workers united
Will never be divided.
The workers
United will never be divided.
the workers
United will never be divided.
Yeah, they found out they don't have the power. They don't have the power at all. This is astonishing. We got another clip here. Oh, it says baristas walk off. Look at this.
Starbucks promised to finalize contracts with our union in 2024. You failed to do so because you refused to address our concerns about staffing and take-home pay. Starbucks won't thrive until we do.
There have been many nights where the night crew gets the short end of the stick, either because we have been understaffed with no pre-closure to help us close down the bars and do disruptive tasks, and there is no one able to cover because of our understaffing. We have gotten out 45 minutes to even an hour later from our scheduled shift ending due to this understaffing, which is very irritating. It makes me feel like I'm forced to hand over my free time to this job when that shouldn't be the case.
The path that leads back to Starbucks begins with finalizing a fair union contract with the staffing, hours, take-home pay, and on-the-job protections you need to do our job.
Yeah, you saw it right there. You saw it right there. Now, like 1,000 Starbucks workers now out of job. Out of job. I mean, it is a low skill position, folks. I'm just keeping it real. I mean, you don't need any technical skills really to serve coffee. You don't. I mean, it's a fast food place, man. That's what it is. And as prices continue to go up, man, people just aren't going to go to Starbucks. You're better off just making your own coffee at home, to tell you the truth. Do it over here at my house. Hey, tastes pretty good. And it's way, way cheaper. I'm willing to bet, man, that when I make a cup of coffee here, you know, with some collagen in it or whatever, probably costs like 50 cents. Probably does. Instead of going to Starbucks and paying $8, $9 for a drink. Yeah. But gonna leave right there, guys. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.